Hey guys, I'm Little Wade with Wade's RV, and it's time for another podcast.
That's right.
It's RV Camping with Wade's RV. We have a special guest with us, and Willie D is getting us set up right now on the Facebook Live. If you're tuning in right now, you should be watching from one of three places: Wade's RV Goldsby, Wade's RV Glenpool, and Wade's RV Joplin's Facebook page. Don't forget, every Friday, we will put out a new podcast on our YouTube channel, and we're working on a blog post. So you can go to wadesrv.com and look at check out our blog post. We'll have some really good educational stuff going on there. Of course, we have our funny videos and now our podcast. Willie D.
Hey.
What are you thinking, man? Got us all set up over there?
I think we're all set up. We should be live all over the United States and Goldsby, Tulsa, and now Joplin, Missouri. So we should be live and active out there. So if you can hear us or if you can't hear us, make sure to let us know in the comments so I can get on that right away.
There you go.
Just a natural radio voice, you know that? So.
Did you know we actually used to have a radio program every Saturday from, was it 11 to noon or 10 to 11? I can't remember.
11 to noon.
Yes, it was the original Camping with Wade's RV. That's how we got the idea for this.
Really?
And so
nice.
Now awesome. We're here live in the RVs every single Friday at 10 o'clock. And then whenever we have our very special reps come into town, we like to go ahead and fire up the camera, fire up the laptop, and bring you guys on here as well.
There you go. You'd only do that for me, though. I mean, no one else, right?
You actually are the very first rep we've had on here.
All right.
So
let's go.
We need to find the clapping on the sound box. I don't know where that one is.
Hold on, ready?
Okay, there we go.
Man.
We even have the special effects on
go.
We got such a big crowd here for us live in this
10,000
RV.
people. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Willie D, I'm going to let you do the formal introduction, and then I'm going to read the little promo.
So
we'll bounce back and forth.
Okay, well, no pressure on me. We have our one and only factory rep, Brett, here, and he has been doing training all morning long, and more importantly, he brought us some fresh Chick-fil-A this morning.
Oh, thank you for
got
that.
everyone, got their mind going, got their stomachs not growling, and he's been telling us all about the new features and also that huge sale we have on Aspen Trails, which we can partially thank him for. He's been putting all those extra rebates and also those spiffs, so we can get these things blown out, and you can take advantage of an Aspen Trail at invoice pricing. That means you're paying what we paid, and that means it's time for Willie D to get a new rodeo rig, is what I'm thinking.
There you go. How many years have you been in the RV industry?
Overall, probably about 5 years. Past 4 years been with Dutchman. This is actually my first year in this territory. The past 3, 4 I was in the Central Midwest territory. So this is all brand new territory for me down here in Oklahoma. So, but it's been wonderful. Get to hang out with you guys,
Yeah, you get to be in the great state of Oklahoma.
Yeah,
we're kind of big fans of Oklahoma, if you didn't know that. So
that's right.
Don't be sending any special units down to Texas or anything.
Hey, you're official because I think you've probably got a few Oklahoma-related items.
Absolutely.
You were so excited this morning. I thought it was pretty awesome. You sent us a text message. About 7 a.m.?
Good possibility.
Yeah, you were like, hey, man, guess who's in Tulsa? I was like, yeah, it's going to be a great time.
That's right. Yeah.
So before we get into the conversation, I'm going to tell you one more time about the awesome savings that we have going on right now at Wade's RV. Right now, you can save a lot of money when it comes to buying an Aspen Trail. We have over 57 different travel trailers marked down to invoice pricing. Willie D was telling you earlier. What does that mean? That means you literally pay what we paid for that particular RV. And we have so many Aspen Trails here at Wade's RV at all three locations.
Yep.
I'm going to go right into it. What is your favorite model and why?
Obviously we represent and build so many different floor plans for all different shapes and sizes and walks of life and things like that. But honestly, I probably like our 2860 RLS Aspen Trail the most. It's a 6,500 pound couples coach, half ton towability. But it gives you a really nice interior layout. You get 3 points of seating inside a rear living, and it only gives you a super slide as well. So having a super slide, but also having 3 points of seating, very spacious, a lot of good storage, third wardrobe in your master bedroom there. You get a nice big 30 by 36 inch shower versus a corner shower, huge hidden pantry. So a lot of cool features, innovative features, only brought to you guys by Aspen Trail and Dutchman. So
how many people are we going to sleep into that Aspen Trail?
Again, all depending on the size of the person and everything like that. But
I like the disclaimer.
Yes.
comfortably, you know, probably sleeping 5 to 6 people roughly.
Advertising
Roughly.
12.
Yeah.
Now, let me actually jump in. Whenever I was in sales, I actually used to preach about the bunk beds in Aspen Trails because they usually had a higher rating on the weight rating than the competition. So if you are looking for something to, maybe if you have 2 kids that you're wanting to put in the bunk bed, or maybe you are on the larger side, the Aspen Trail definitely will accommodate you for the heavier weight ratings. Because if you didn't know, some of these are only rated at 70 to 100 pounds. So definitely look into that fact. And that's something that we do here at Wade's RV. It's not necessarily a dig on weight. It just, I mean, a 70-pound person, it's not going to take much to get more than 70 pounds. So
of course,
definitely look at those things because Aspen Trail will take care of you. And then I always loved the fact is I'm 6'1", wishing I was 6'2", but residential beds, I mean, that is a great feature in there. You can put a normal mattress, get normal sheets. You're not having to get weird sizes or anything like that. But it's really set up for someone to go out there and really enjoy it and not have to do a lot of modifications, right?
Of course, absolutely. I mean, and again, all standard features too, you know, not running anything as an option, you know, whether it's your standard 60 by 80 queen beds, you know, hardwood cabinet doors and drawers, a lot of good quality value features as well that we put into our product line versus, you know, maybe other product lines in the marketplace.
So what would you recommend for the first time RV buyer? They're, you know, hey man, invoice pricing, I cannot pass that up.
Yep.
What do you think? Let's just say first time RV buyer scenario, new, I guess, younger couple, 1 to 2 kids.
Ford
What would you
F1
recommend?
Ford F-150.
Yeah, half-ton towable, F-150.
Perfect.
Thank you, Willie D.
Probably go with our Aspen Trail 2850. You're about 28 foot in your box, 32 foot overall hitched bumper, 6,500 pounds. Gives you double over double bunks. It also gives you a U-shaped dinette, but it's convertible. So you can set it up as a U-shape or a booth dinette. And again, gives you a lot of good pantry storage there in the kitchen, third wardrobe in your master bedroom as well. So really cool layout, direct view of your entertainment center, whether we're watching the Cowboys or the Sooners on Saturday. So,
Come on, hey,
yeah,
I love that
absolutely.
He's
so,
a smart man. He threw both teams out there
That's
because
right.
he didn't
I
want to
mean,
take a side.
Chick-fil-A, OU, OSU football. This guy's getting some extra points today.
He's going to be here all day long. So if you guys are watching right now and you're like, wait a second, I want to go there and ask some more questions because he's not even looking at a cheat sheet. He's just throwing this knowledge out there. This guy
of course,
is that you're like
Shoot
literally
from both hips.
Hi, there you go.
You know?
Pistol Pete reference
That's right.
over there, huh?
Hey.
And so if you guys are watching right now and you want some of your questions answered, you want to come up here and take a look at some of the Aspen Trails, and you want to talk to the brand rep, you better give us a call right now at 918-291-1011, and we can get you set up with an appointment today. 918-291-1011.
Now, let me jump in there a little, Wade, and tell you a little bit about my favorite RV. So, the classic 17BH. Now, I sell a lot of those every single year to a lot of my rodeo friends, and the reason why? Bunks. It also has a queen size bed in there, and then you're going to have a nice fridge. And now they're even coming with an electric fireplace, so you're not having to use propane to heat your full camper.
Yeah.
And you can get into one of those for right around $100 a month. And if you didn't know, that's where little Wade got his start dancing on top of those RVs. So there's a lot of history with those 17BHs, and me and little Wade, we actually traveled around in one for about 6 months, and so it did really great for us. We both fit in there just fine, and so we spent a lot of time and have gone on many a camping trip and turned many a mile into memories with those 17BHs.
Absolutely.
So in Oklahoma, we get all 4 seasons, right?
Yep.
It gets really cold in the winter, and it gets really hot in the summer. So you have to think about some of those amenities when it comes to RVs. And Katie Snow, she works in Goldsby, and she lives in an RV, and she loves it. She's like, you know what? I would things that I tell people before they purchase is make sure you have that electric fireplace, because if not, you're going to burn through the propane in the wintertime.
Very fast.
Yep.
So that's something to think about. And we have a questionnaire on our website, wadesrv.com, where you could do a tow guide, and it'll literally, you shop all RVs based on what your vehicle can tow. But we also have a questionnaire that you could fill out, and it's for yourself to answer certain questions, so we know like how you're going to use the RV, how many people, where you're camping. So we can ask guys like you with all the knowledge on, hey, which
Where do I
model
handle
do we
direction?
do we take this couple?
Of course, absolutely. And yeah, back to those fireplaces. So, those fireplaces put out about 6,000 BTUs of heat. So even in a 28-foot coach, it's really keeping that thing nice and toasty. In those cooler camping seasons, my parents have an Aspen Trail 2860. And again, up in northern Indiana, they definitely go out in the early spring, late fall, and it keeps that camper nice and warm and not burning off that propane by any means. So
I always tell people some of my favorite childhood memories are RV camping with my grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
They would take me and my sister out to Lake Fort Gibson every summer for about a week. It was some of the funnest times ever. Share some of your favorite memories camping. I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Yeah,
Your
absolutely.
mom and dad have an Aspen Trail. I mean, I figured, hey,
He's practicing what he
great
preaches.
opportunity. Yeah.
Of course. Well, heck, actually we grew up camping in a Dutchman pop-up back in the day. So,
Okay.
That's what sort of the Dutchman was built upon was, their travel trailers and pop-ups and different things like that. And so, we had a lot of, weekends when we were younger, different things like that, going like to Potato Creek State Park, Pokagon State Park back home, different things like that. Camping with the grandparents, and then also with friends too. And, the thing I remember very fondly, so those general stores were in those state parks, and they'd always have those candy cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
And, you'd ride around on your bike, think you're just the coolest guy in town. And you're, 10 years old, 9 years old, and
Yeah.
different things like that. So, I definitely remember, doing that, and it's just pretty comical to look
Yeah.
back on. So,
Did you ever have candy cigarettes growing up, Willie D?
Oh, yeah. My Uncle Charlie, he really liked to, let's just say start fires underneath my father. So he would take us to the candy store and get those. And he actually went one step further and had the ones that would actually puff out like the fake smoke.
Oh,
or
yeah.
the vape. I think it was like the precursor to the vape without any nicotine. So
Yeah, of course.
I've had a few fake cigarettes in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, and you always had to, pretend light it, cover it up, whatever it may be. So, yeah.
But you've been a Dutchman guy, it sounds like, for a while. Did that have anything to do with why you chose to work with Dutchman as a company?
No, not necessarily. Just sort of the right opportunity, right place, right people, and everything like that.
Well, you had a heck of a story. Hey, I've been camping with you guys since I was yay tall. So yeah, quite the resume just based on that.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, really enjoyed, again, when you're going out camping with family and friends, I mean, again, creating all those kind of memories, and again, turning miles into memories as well, right? So
I see what you're doing there.
It's, you look back at those times that you had together and, reminiscing and, what happened on that camping trip and this camping trip and, all the different people you meet too. I mean, not just, the people that you go with, but the next campsite over, you may build a lifelong friendship with them just over, borrowing firewood and different things like that. So, a lot of good benefits to the camping industry.
I completely agree with that. So I always ask everybody on air, what are your three favorite features? And I would like to start with the exterior. So what are the three features that you like to point out with Aspen Trail on the outside of the RV?
Absolutely. So, especially within our luxury series, we're doing standard power stabilizers. So typically on other competitors in the industry, they're only scissor jacks. So, it's just an ease and convenience feature. One push of a button, will stabilize, the rear of the coach and the front of the coach as well, which is super nice. Full pass-through storage compartments. So again, they're all fully unobstructed pass-through storages, but you get the same size baggage door on your off-door side as your on-door side. So you can have that full accessibility from your off-door side to access your cargo and different things like that too. Probably another big feature for the exterior we're doing, again, fully heated and enclosed underbellies, but with our enclosed underbellies as well, we do run a forced air into our underbelly, so it's a lot more effective versus just like the heat that's coming off your heat ducts, versus other manufacturers in the industry. So definitely some different things that, maybe customers may not always see right out of the gate either. So.
And I like that because we were talking about how those are standards. That's really going to help you when you trade in, because if those aren't standards, you're not going to get any credit for that. If you didn't know, on the RV NADA book, there's only about two options: generator and residential fridge. That's about as far as it goes. Maybe a convection microwave, but aside from that, those options that you're adding on afterwards, they're really not going to have any effect on that value where Aspen Trail is setting you up from the get-go. So whenever you buy that equipment, you're buying it at that price, and you're going to be able to see that in your trade-in value as well. So most of the time, Aspen Trail is going to have a little bit higher trade-in value with, for one, that equipment that they're putting in there. We talked about the quality of parts. If your couch isn't falling apart, you're going to get more than a couch that is peeling apart. Things like that. And then once again, those standards are really going to help you get the most out of your RV whenever you're ready to upgrade, whether that be to another Aspen Trail or maybe moving up to a fifth wheel or even a motorhome.
Absolutely.
So what would you say the three features inside, your three favorite features inside?
Yeah, you bet. One feature we already talked about, I think you mentioned, was our 60 by queen beds. You're getting full length, full comfort. You can bring your sheets from home. Of course, they don't really sell 60 by 74 sheets at the local Walmart, right? So
I haven't seen them.
Yeah. So that's a really cool feature. We're actually an 82-inch interior height with 6-foot slide-out boxes. So, competitor B may only be a 78-inch interior height and have a shorter slide-out box. So really opens it up inside. A lot more space, a lot more room. Don't feel super confined. But another big feature for us in that stick and tin price point is hardwood cabinet doors and drawers. Really good feature. Typically, in those hotter climates, things like that, with a cheaper cabinet door, it's going to start peeling off. So having a true quality hardwood cabinet door and drawer is, really beneficial to the customer.
So can I go ahead and ask the tough question, Willie D?
Ask it right now.
All right.
3, 2, 1, fire.
Goodness.
Oh,
On the spot.
controversial right
Get
here.
ready,
All
Jeff.
right.
Okay, so why customers are watching right now?
Yeah.
Why buy an Aspen Trail over a Catalina?
Ooh.
Oh,
Get ready, Jeff Hill. It's coming.
Oh, man, and hey, Jeff Hill, you can't say a bad thing about him.
Definitely can't.
He's a great guy, and when I talk about competitors' products, we're all in this market together, and we're all in this industry together, and so between competitor B and competitor A, we're very similar products, but you're looking at maybe a GMC truck and a Dodge truck. Everything is in that same market, but different features and things like that. So, like I go back to having 60 body queen beds. We're having convertible U-shaped dinettes in a bunkhouse model, so you can set it up either as a standard booth or standard U-shape, which is super nice. Stainless steel farm style sinks versus a plastic sink, a little bit better quality and longevity there. 60 body queen beds. You're going to have night roller shades over your windows versus a pleated shade. So, just some different features. Again, you can never ever bash a product, but we're, like I said, we're all in this market, in this industry together, and we all work hard, and so
the big thing
I can never talk down about that.
Whenever I'm selling them is style.
Yeah.
A lot of them, a lot of the same features, a lot of the same construction, but my interior of my house, it looks Western. You go to Little Wade's, it does not look like the cowboy house if you go to the D Ranch. So a lot of it just has to do with your styling.
Yeah.
So
You bet.
I think if you have kind of, some people like the lighter cabinetry, like what we have in here. Some people like more of the woods and rustic design. And some people, like you said, with the Dodge or the Denali, some people just like the way the headlights or the exterior shape looks.
Right.
And
And
so a lot of that really, we gave you a tough question there, but a lot of it is really that styling. And like you said, those features that might suit you better. Let's say if someone's going off the grid all the time, they didn't want to bring that extra power. The manual jacks might work a little bit better for them.
Yeah.
So it really depends on, what you like, who you're taking, and where you're going, as we always
Or
say.
sometimes it comes down to just floor plans available.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very unique floor plans.
Again, we all create different floor plans, different features, things like that. But again, everyone is a different walk in life. Not everyone's going to like the same interior or exterior. Again, that's why the state's sort of divided here in Oklahoma, having the Cowboys and the Sooners. So not everyone's going to like one or the other. So that's why, you sort of separate yourselves and give you guys some different interior features, exterior looks, and whatever it may be. So
Yeah.
And
that was the perfect answer, man.
It was good.
We put you on the spot, and you just come out of that looking like a saint.
and I definitely was not expecting that
It was
question.
unscripted.
So,
If you couldn't see on the camera, he got a little red there.
Oh, yeah, you bet,
It
you
was
bet, yeah.
unscripted. It was, just on the spot.
Well, because customers ask that every day. And, it's good just to hear, the response that you had, because it gives us a better perspective also to answer that question to our customers. So I thought that was a great explanation, and thanks for that. And
yeah. And that's why, of course, here at Wade's RV, you guys carry some different product lines to capture more customers and, provide more sales and, make sure you guys are, providing floor plans and product lines for all different walks of life out there.
Yeah.
So.
I'm kind of a walking billboard. You can see all the brands right here.
You should have told me I would have worn my jersey today.
I'll go ahead and give the plug. Over 30 different brands, 300 different RVs, all here at Wade's RV.
But you didn't talk about the Aspen Trails marked down to invoice pricing. What's that mean?
If you want the best deals on any travel trailer, you got to come to Wade's RV, but especially right now, you got to take advantage of this sale on Aspen Trails. It means you're going to pay exactly what we pay, ladies and gentlemen. So come on down and get a travel trailer from Aspen Trail and get a personal tour from our factory rep, Brett.
That's right.
So, I love the 17BH because I think it's the perfect entry level RV for people that they're trying to figure hey, is this, because a lot of people, when you think about RV camping, all my friends dude, I'm not a millionaire.
Right. Of course.
I'm like, dude, you pay more for your cell phone bill probably than what the 17BH is going to cost you. And it's perfect for a small family that has a half-ton towable vehicle.
Vacation every single weekend.
Yeah.
I mean,
no
it's
bed
awesome.
bugs. You know exactly. No, that's a real thing.
Well, and when you purchase a camper too, you're talking about going on all these vacations and things like that. Of course, you are not getting a return from a hotel stay or, renting a condo. And so, when you make an investment into a travel trailer, obviously, you will get a return on that investment, when you sell it and different things like that. And it can be your own, own space. Obviously for me, when I'm traveling, unfortunately I don't have my own space. I'm always going hotel to hotel. And so, it's definitely nice to have your own space and have your own things.
Heck yeah. Guys,
so
I don't know why you're sitting on this opportunity to purchase a travel trailer at invoice pricing. I mean, we're battling a lot of things out there with interest rates and stuff like that. So Wade's RV, we're battling against that. We're actually working with local credit unions and local banks to make sure that we get the best possible interest rate to our customers. And we're working with you guys directly.
Absolutely.
We're getting education. You're here for training.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just threw you on the mic and said,
That's
hey,
right,
you're here.
yeah.
When you text me at 7 a.m., I said, oh, you're
Train
coming
the
in, Tim?
customers.
Perfect. Let's get on the podcast.
Yeah, we had zero plans for this today, and I think I mentioned, after this, we're all going to go to do a little bronc riding, right?
That's right.
Yeah. We're going to the Ranch next.
That's right.
Ranch.
You bet. So, but for Aspen Trail again, you have 3 different price points.
Yeah.
From a 17-foot coach all the way up to a 32-foot coach. Multiple floor plans in between, and all different tow weights and segments. So,
and I would say Wade's RV is the best RV dealership to partner up with because we partner up with the best, and we focus on service after the sale. That is the most important thing when it comes to purchasing an RV. It's not about trying to get the best deal on the market or any of that. You want to make sure that you're partnered up with the right dealership because the RV dealership didn't make your RV, right? They're the customers. They're like the middleman to help protect you, to make sure your investment is always taken care of properly, maintenance properly, and all of that stuff. And that's what my dad built Wade's RV on, the foundation of service.
of course.
And that's his reputation. And he strives and works hard every day to maintain that reputation here at Wade's RV.
And again, you guys are a family-owned dealership with 3 different locations, whether you're in Goldsby, down there in beautiful Norman, Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
Up here in Tulsa, Joplin, Missouri. So, you're really covering that stretch of, what's that what's the
44?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, see. Yeah, I'm not a...
I think 40, but I'm on the spot on that one.
Oh, me too.
Man, come on, guys. You guys.
Believe it or not, we do
You have
miss
a
our
map?
exit every once in a while.
Yeah, where's that
drive
rain-
up there a lot.
Where's that Rand McNally at? We got
I
it
know,
somewhere.
right?
So,
I'm like, hey, Willie D, put a Google on. I can't remember if I go this way or that way.
yeah, absolutely.
I zone out when I drive.
Of course,
Do you do that? Hey, if you're watching right now, do you zone out when you drive? Comment below, yes, if you do. I'm pretty sure everybody does.
Yeah, of course.
Just don't drive and watch TikTok or something. Or this podcast. Wait till you get home, please.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And don't dance on RVs because I'm a trained professional. I've probably 5 times I fell off already. So
I'm a stunt coordinator.
yeah, stunt coordinator. He had to catch me twice, called the ambulance once.
Trying to do all those backflips up on top. I mean, it's only an 8-foot wide coach. You don't got a lot of space there.
And
so,
as you can see, we got him in one piece again.
And another reason why we partnered with Aspen Trail, because the roofs are fully walkable and danceable. And hey, Willie D left us. I think that's it for RV
out.
camping with Wade's RV. And see you guys.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much.
You like those crickets? It's just like camping.
Yeah.